Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork, and this is going to be a rebuild update of my Team Associated B44.2. Now if you've been following the channel a little bit, you know a few videos ago I posted that I was going to rebuild my B44.2 with some Avid RC products and also some Team Orion electronics to just kind of transform this B44.2. Now, there's lots of different specialty parts on the market for this, but I think really Avid is one of the larger of them. They have not only the aluminum chassis you see in front of you, but also all the tuning options to make that chassis work. Team Orion, I just can't say enough about the quality and also the attention to detail on their electronics. I've went ahead and I installed lots of these products so far on the B44.2, and I wanted to show those things off. I still have some other things to do, including retuning all of the shocks. I'm going to be putting in the Avid pistons, also their spring package, and getting that thing set up for the little bit of added weight I added with that aluminum chassis. Now, it's kind of funny because I took the carbon chassis off, yet I added some carbon from the bottom of the ESC on the R10 Pro, and also some carbon from the new Racer's Edge saddle pack batteries. That's their prime LiPo. Those are the 75C constant, 150C burst batteries. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this thing. I'm going to bring it close to the camera so you guys can see the install. Really, the only thing electronic-wise that I have not installed is I need some right angle 4mm bullets for the two wires there, and I'll tell you a little funny story about that in just a few minutes. So let's take a look at how this thing all turned out. All in all, really happy with all of the placement. The Team Orion ESC, the R10 Pro, has a couple of extra things you have to mount. You have that extra large switch right there that is probably one of the biggest switches that I've seen on the market. Has the mode button right there, and I just mounted it right conveniently on top of the Savox 1257 titanium geared servo. You also have the capacitors that, which is definitely good that it's away from the heat of the ESC. It's that extra thing to mount, so I went ahead and mounted it there. It kind of blocks the Avid logo, which I did not want to do, but it is mounted at least a little bit away from the heat. The fan, I hear that this thing is just a monster for being how small it is. I can't wait to get this thing all turned on to check that out. You'll see the sensor port is still open. I have a 4-inch sensor wire that is ordered that should be here momentarily, so that will be plugged in. But there's the R10 Pro mounted very nicely. Let's take a look at the wiring job I did. All in all, it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is that they're all black wires. It would have been nice if they were color coded, but you know, you just have to kind of match from the back side of the ESC, A, B, and C up to the front. So not too bad. It does give a somewhat of a stealth look, which I definitely appreciate. But I definitely, when I was soldering, I think I actually quadruple checked to make sure I was soldering the A up to the A and B to B and whatnot. So as far as the battery wires, I am going to leave these somewhat lengthy, and I'll tell you why. It has that cool little kind of red circle on there, which I definitely appreciate. But it's funny, these prime LiPos actually have minus on this side, where all of my other saddle pack batteries have plus on this side. So I'm going to leave them a little bit lengthy, just so that when I'm putting in different LiPos that I'm not going to mix it up, because you guys know that that's definitely not a good thing to do. So everything else turned out very nice. Got some pretty good cord management here with the not only the motor wires, but also some of the receiver wires. Got the hidden antenna there. Hopefully you guys can see the antenna mounted underneath. And all in all, really happy with that VST2. Definitely some good attention to detail. I was not able to mount the little shroud that goes over this because it's so close to the carbon right there. So I'm kind of worried that that may scorch that a little bit, but we'll see how it runs. Motor mesh is set pretty decently. Hear that little click there? That's the perfect click. There's a close-up of the batteries. Has that cool little carbon look to the batteries, kind of matches the car as well. And that's it. So got some work to do with the shocks, and then I have that new body from Proline, the Bulldog. So that's going to be going on there, and we'll be set to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little update. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please put it on down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.